on paper, Eldorado's won 5 out of their last 6, and West Frankfort's lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, early in the year, Eldorado was not fully healthy. They didn't have it, and they still aren't. But they got a couple of big wins there before the EHT meeting. They beat Fairfield by about 40 points and the 20-point win over Hamilton County to really kind of help their seeding out. But they feel that they can be one of those teams, even at the 6th seed spot, that could possibly upset a Carmi or a Massac County as we get in later on in these games. But Eldorado definitely has gotten better throughout the season early on, and as you mentioned, returning 4 stars from last year and 2 of the best athletes in the conference, Parker Price and as well as the Josh Owens.
Yeah, it should be an interesting game. And boy, talk about something interesting. Is the game we finished just a while ago was with Fairfield and AJ.
Yeah.
And Fairfield had a 12-point lead at halftime. AJ went on a 15-3 run. And I guess going in the fourth quarter, Fairfield was up 41-40. They were down 41-40. And AJ outscored Fairfield 20-3 in the fourth and final quarter and ended up winning that game by 20. And you look at the score, and you can't, I mean, you had to be here to see the game. Fairfield just simply locked up. The press by AJ really threw him off track.
Yeah, anyone who you talk to that has seen Fairfield play earlier this season, it's Eric Rogers and Eric Rogers and Eric Rogers, and that was the case there in the first half when the Mules had a 12-point lead, but in the second half, AJ shut him down. He couldn't get going, and that was the main reason why the Wildcats went on that big run to get a big win. They're going to have a tough contest tomorrow when they take on Massac County, but I think it's an encouraging sight for Fairfield to be that close to beating a pretty good AJ team, and they're another one of those teams on the consolation side of the bracket, could win some games and possibly bring home a trophy.
Well, yeah, I think that the first half, I thought they played almost flawless as they had a 12-point lead. And as you said, that'll give them some encouragement. Fairfield now, with that, have lost 6 games in a row, but they showed the first half the kids ought to realize, hey, we can get the job done, and they did for 16 minutes.
Yeah, there's no question. They're one of those teams that here early on in the year, but just trying to figure out who they are and kind of how this team is going to work. And we mentioned it, Eric Rogers, he's a fantastic player. He'll probably hear his name called on Wednesday night for the all-tournament team. But, and again, an encouraging sign for Fairfield to have AJ on the ropes. Obviously, you want to pull off the win, but I think the Mules are going to be all right in the consolation side in the next couple of days.
Well, then we go back and we look at that Massac Gallatin County game, 65-46. You say, well, that was expected a 20-point win. But they're late in the third quarter. It was a 4-point ball game. And Massac just turned it up. I think Andrew Hossman got 17 in the fourth quarter, and it was all she wrote.
Yeah, it was a back-and-forth game, a game of multiple runs for each side, and Gallatin County was within 6 early in the fourth quarter, and we were looking around thinking, okay, here come the Hawks, popped to pull up the upset, and one of the biggest upsets in a long time, a 2 seed and a 15 seed, and again, one of those teams where they lost the game, but really encouraging game of basketball for Gallatin County this afternoon against a really good Massac County team. And I've said it once, I'll say it again, the Hawks are one of those teams on the left side of the bracket. They lost their first game, but I could see them winning the rest of the way.
They sure could. They got some good performance. Riley Rushing led the way with the Hawks with 17. He got 15 of those the last half. Isaac Hossman led the Patriots with 19, and again, he got 15 of those in the fourth quarter. And he just said, hey, guys, I want to take over. Let me do some stuff here. And he just simply took over the ball game, not only with his shooting, but with his passing. Just great passing he made there to seal the win.
Roger, as far as this game, saw West Frankfort earlier in the year at the Duke Coin Tip-Off Classic. Carmi beat them, I believe, by about 4 points, but I have not seen Eldorado play yet this year. Obviously, a couple of kids out earlier in the year, they're playing some better basketball, so I'm really interested to see how the Eagles come out. Always a packed house in this evening session. Their home crowd, going to be a rowdy atmosphere. It's going to be fun.
Well, again, West Frankfort really not very big. Cole Buckingham, their biggest player, at 6'3". Then you look over at Eldorado, Bradley at 6'5", Wolcott at 6'3". So whoever controls the boards.
Yeah, and Boston Bradley, he's going to be the big guy down low for Eldorado, listed. Let's see, they got him at 6'5", and he's every bit of it. And he's 6'5", and he's a built 6'5" as well. He's the coach's kid, really improved last year from being a sophomore. And I can imagine Eldorado with the size advantage will want to run through him a lot down at the post.
Yeah, no question about that. Last year, Bradley averaged about 11 points a game. Price at 14-3. So they've got some. Then you mentioned Josh Owen. 2 all-tournament guys from back. All right, let's look at the starting lineups for this matchup. Are brought to you by your local Hucks Market. Join the Hucks Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon. I've stumbled over that every time. Say it 3 times real fast. Every day for a limited time, download the new Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Get exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play. We are listening to the alumni band. That really adds to the aura of this tournament.
And some atmosphere as well. It gives you that true, high school basketball feeling of the band being in the building, and even maybe a little bit of a college atmosphere as well. But a great touch here to the EHT.
Getting ready now for the national anthem as Old Glory is lowered from the ceiling. And we'll take a break and be right back.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
You know, I've heard this national anthem thousands and thousands of times, but every time I still get a few glory bumps running up and down my spine.
Especially here. That's the truth.
And what amazes me, you see a lot of these older gentlemen, all they can do to stand up and, you can get out of the way, old man, but yet go back a few years and they were meaner than a gar. And representing our veterans of men and women, gosh, we owe them so much. Getting ready now for the starting lineups. First of all, for the Redbirds of West Frank, we said they come into this tournament with 3 wins and 7 losses. It's going to be number 3 is going to be Eli Tyson, a 5'10" sophomore. Number 22, number 12.
12 will be Preston King. He is a 6-foot senior.
No wonder. I'm looking at Eldorado's. They had the board wrong. 12 is Preston King. Let's try it again here in a minute. They're starting D.T. Thomas, Eli Tyson, Cole Buckingham, Preston King, and Brady Melvin are the 5, starting a senior, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores for the Redbirds of West Frankfort. And the Redbirds are, as we said, making their 30th appearance here. now we get a little bit serious as the gym is darkened and the lights go off and they put a spotlight on the starters. And one is going to be Parker Price, number 34. He is a senior at 6 foot. Number 12, Josh Owens, a senior at 6'1". Both of those guys were all tournament last year. Number 21, Jake Phelps, a 5'10" sophomore, will run the point guard. Anthony Anderson Wolcott, a junior at 6'3", along with Boston Bradley, a junior at 6'5". So Eldorado goes with Bradley, Wolcott, Owens, Phelps, and Price, starting a sophomore, 3 juniors, and a senior. There's only 1 senior starting for each ball club here today. Eldorado in their home white, trimmed in gold and, I guess, purple. If that is a correct color. There's so much different, purple, maroon, you know, some of these modern wife terms, you know, like something is a mauve or a peach.
Aqua, turquoise.
Yeah.
List goes on.
Yeah. Is it blue? Is it pink? Is it, you know, I don't know. Peach is a
What the
fruit.
basics, right?
There you go.
Red, blue, green.
There you go. As Eldorado has taken the floor, and here come the Redbirds of West Frankfort. They're decked out in red. We can pick that out, can't we? White piping down the side. And it's going to be Boston Bradley is going up against Cole Buckingham. 6'3" against 6'5". Eldorado moving 2 hour left as we get ready for the first game of the evening session. Dave Hill, Brett Oxford, and Ricky Williams are the 3 officials. And so we are ready to rock and roll. And there's the tip, controlled by the Redbirds of West Frankfort. And here is Preston King, goes with it down in the corner. Got to back it out. He's going to survey the situation. Eldorado looks almost, well, they're in a man. On the top of the key, they come with it, down low. And somebody's right between me and gives it over to Melvin. Melvin back out front to Tyson. Tyson calls out a play. They pop the big boy high, rolling on the side. Here's Buckingham. One of their leading scorers last year, has it deflected. Trying to do something with it is King. Not a whole lot there. Trying to buck his way inside, lost control, gets it back. Kicks it out front. Here's a 3-point shot, put up and in by Eli Tyson, the 5'10" sophomore. Not afraid to pull the trigger.
And he's a fun player to watch, Roger. He's only 5'10", but he plays like he's 6'3", not scared to shoot from beyond the arc.
Taking a drive to the hole was Parker Price, and he is going to be fouled before he gets the shot off.
They call that foul on Thomas. That's his first, and the first foul called in this game.
Inbounds pass, shot put up, no good. As an air ball there by Owens. But Eldorado comes up with the rebound. Down in the corner, the southpaw Price fires. It's going to be short. Rebound, we're going to get a foul on West Frankfort going over the back. Good box out by Josh Owens. So Eldorado will inbound it to our left.
Third attempt on this possession here for Eldorado.
Get it outside. Here's a long 3 put up, and it nestles in. And that was Josh Owens for a 3, and Eldorado ties it up at 3. West Frankfort with the basketball. They're going to swing it around. This almost looks like a 1-3-1, 2-3 zone. Down low inside. Somebody forgot to cover the back door, and Cole Buckingham was wide open.
That was a great backdoor pass. I think it was Preston King who found him, and as you mentioned, a good job to slip back door, get the easy layup.
Top of the key comes Eldorado. Here is Owen, gives it over to Parker Price. Price, the southpaw, kicks it in the corner to Jake Phelps, and he buries a 3.
Inside, outside, drive in and kick it out. That's Eldorado's bread and butter. We saw it right there. Big 3. Eagles take the lead.
Down in the corner, West Frankfort goes, spins it around on the far side. Here's a 3 put up. That goes off the rim. Rebound inside, up and in by Preston King. So 7-6 Eldorado with the basketball. Phelps comes with it on the left side, gives to Boston Bradley just outside the 3-point line. Top of the circle. Here's a long 3 fired. No good. Rebound inside. Bradley puts it up and count it. Boston Bradley with his first bucket.
It's 2 offensive rebounds for Bradley already, and we mentioned it, 6'5", down to the post. One of the best post players in this tournament, Boston Bradley is for the Redbirds. Got to find a way to box him out.
Just a junior. Free throw is good. So 9-7, and Eldorado shows a little 3-quarter 1-2-2 press. Frankfort with the basketball in the backcourt. Gets it up in the corner, looks for the trap, inside, good no-look pass, shot put up and fouled. Good pass from Preston King.
That was a good job by West Frankfort breaking that press. Eldorado wanted to get that trap right in front of the scores table here on the near corner. They got out of it quickly, and King, the unselfish play to go back to Thomas, who drew the foul.
Thomas is 6'2" junior, nestles the first one in. Tell you what, if he is 6'2", that's a pretty good 6'2".
Yeah, and he's one of those players that, he's 6'2", but he's built like a middle linebacker.
Well, they brought in number 1, and West Frankfort does not have a number 1 on their scorecard.
Let's go already.
Yes.
Early in this game.
Thompson hit them both, so they tried a 2-2-1 press. Eldorado breaks it without too much difficulty. Here is Phelps. He's going to drive, stop, back out front. Parker Price from downtown.
One of the best athletes in the area, both in the football field. He's going to be a college baseball player, and a nice 3-point shot there by Parker Price.
4-year starter down low. They try to go inside to King, slapped out of bounds. And West Frankfort will retain possession as they are trailing right now by a score of 12-9. Frankfort to inbound the ball. And looking, and they go way out front to Thomas. With it on the far side, now the middle of the floor, it is Tyson. He looks at that 2-3 zone. They go to a high post, back on the far side. Here's a shot put up by Melvin, will not go, and the rebound is cleared by Price. Oh, he lost control. That's going to be a travel. He lost control of the basketball, took a couple of steps. Well, he gets so much done. They list him at 6 feet, but he plays a lot bigger than that.
It's the first Eldorado turnover in this game. First turnover for either side.
The mystery man with the basketball, top of the key. They go at left side to Melvin. Back swing it to the mystery man. Down low, they go inside to King. He's going to try and put it up over Bradley. That is blocked. Rebound cleared. Here comes Price down the left side. Lead pass to Bradley. Let him too much. Right idea. But the turnover gives the basketball back.
Roger, I heard our mystery man's last name was Johnson. Didn't catch a first name, but we at least have a last name to go off of.
Cole Buckingham comes back in the ball game. On the far side, he has it. Buckingham to Johnson. Down low, they go to Tyson. Inside, Thomas tries to put it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Bradley clears for the Eagles. Quickly up court. Here is Owens. Leaves it for Phelps. Jake gets everything set. Here's Wolcott. Parker Price trying to set him up. He's going to drive the baseline. Kick it out to Phelps. Down in the corner. Coffin corner. Won't go. Rebound inside to Owens, and we are going to get a foul. And that's going to go against West Frankfort.
That'll be against Tyson. That's going to be his first foul. Fourth foul against West Frankfort. That's the third offensive rebound Eldorado was grabbed in this first quarter.
12-9. Eldorado leads. 3:52 to go here in the quarter. Inbounds pass. Phelps kicks it out to Wolcott. He's going to take it, put it up short. A rebound cleared by Johnson. Lead pass to King, and he is called for traveling. That pass was awfully high, and he had to jump up and get it. Lost his balance coming down. A couple of subs for West Frankfort.
It's like Hogg and Melvin check in here for West Frankfort.
Jack Hogg. Okay. There's another H we talked about this morning. Here is Price. He'll leave it for Phelps. Oh, almost threw it away. Ball slapped out of bounds by King. That was kind of a dangerous half-court pass.
We're starting to see West Frankfort now come out with their own sort of half-court trap.
Watch out. Phelps gets rid of it. Driving down the left side. Ball knocked away. Picked back up Price. He'll fire from 3. That one is an air ball. Trying to save. Great save by Owens. And as the ball went inbounds, we got a little push and a shove, and foul is going to be on Tyson.
That's 2 fouls quickly back-to-back here for Tyson, so they'll have to come out. They'll bring Buckingham back in, but again, now 4 offensive rebounds for Eldorado. And if you're West Frankfort, the underdog in this game, trying to pull an upset, you cannot allow offensive boards.
Got to hit the boards. Price with it on the left side. They give it to Price, trying to drive, nothing there, skips it across. Here's a 3 put up and nailed, and that is by Josh Owens, his second 3 of the ball game. And it's 15-9. Eldorado by 6, 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. With it on the right side is Buckingham. Go down the corner, skip it across to, I'm not sure who that was up in the stands.
There was a little girl there in the front row that nearly just got her drink knocked out of her hand, but I think she's okay.
She didn't spill it.
She's a little upset, but she's all right.
Mom picked it up, but she was reaching for her drink. Needless to say, that was an errant pass.
Back-to-back turnovers for West Frankfort.
As they throw a little 2-2-1 half-court press, and they've got trapped and trying to reach in. They had the trap. I just got my arm shook off from Tyler Buss, coach at Mount Carmel. What are you doing down here? Not that he would come here and scout, would he?
Something like that.
Yeah. Right side. Here is Owen, drives out front. Price, he's going to go. Got it to go. That was one of those that didn't quite look right. Looked like a little step in there.
Surprised there wasn't a foul call, but nice acrobatic layup there for Price with the left hand.
No question. Here is Johnson, comes to King. And they're going to bring it back out and reset. King with it on the right side. Looks down low. Eldorado collapsing that defense. And timeout called by West Frankfort as they are trailing here 17-9. 2:14 to go. We've got a 30-second timeout.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
$17 to 9, Eldorado on top of West Frankfort here in this first game of the evening session. As the timeout called by West Frankfort, they will inbound it. Free throw line extended on the far side. And Brady Melvin will inbound it. Now Buckingham, top of the key, gets the ball back. He's going to launch a 3, back of the rim. Ball is tipped up out of bounds, and they say it was tipped out by West Frankfort. Frankfort did a little bit better job that time on getting to the boards, but 6'5" could usually out-jump 6'3". Showing a half court, 2-2-1. Cumwood on the left side, trying to get around the corner is Owens. Down low, bounce pass intended for Bradley. Kicked out of bounds. And Andrew Murray checks in. First substitution for Eldorado. And they're going to inbound it and to Bradley, and he tried to drive the baseline, and the official Brett Oxford right there said you stepped on the out of bounds. So the turnover gives the ball back to West Frankfort. They're trailing 17 to 9. Here is Johnson, goes with it on the left side. Out front they come to Melvin. Here is Johnson on the right side, inside high post, back, playing around this 2-3 zone. Down low inside to King. He is double teamed. He's going to put it up in traffic, shoots over everything. And the rebound is cleared by Eldorado. Quickly down court. Here is Price. Now Phelps. Right side. Price again for 3. Off the rim. No good. Eldorado have 3 guys crashing the boards. Johnson comes up with it. Trying to beat Price, and Parker almost ticked his pocket. And the ball went on the floor, and Price dove for it and landed right on top of Johnson.
First foul on Price. That's the second Eldorado foul. But Roger, really neither team in this first half want to be patient offensively. Letting some shots go early and often, especially for Eldorado from downtown.
Well, they're having trouble penetrating this zone by West Frankfort. And the Redbirds, the same thing, trying to beat Eldorado zone. Driving inside, ball is lost as Tyson couldn't hold on to it, tried to shovel it, and it went out of bounds. Still 17-9. Started out with both teams hitting threes, and then since that time, things have kind of cooled off. Under a minute. Price with the basketball at the top of the key, comes with it on the left side. Try to lob inside to Bradley, kick it out in the corner. Jake Phelps from the baseline buries a triple. Jake Phelps with his second three. That's 5 threes for Eldorado here in the opening quarter, and they lead 20-9. Driving down in the corner is Tyson, comes back out front to Johnson. Into a high post to Buckingham. Buckingham buries the three.
West Frankfort 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in this first quarter.
Little half court 2-2-1, and deflected away, goes into the backcourt, but Eldorado manages to run it down. Here is Phelps with the basketball, 10 seconds. Now Price with it, top of the key. What's he going to do? He's going to little shake and bake and give to Phelps, who fires a three, will not go. Rebound goes into the hands of West Frankfort, 0.6 of a second.
And call over the back call against Eldorado.
That'll be Andrew Murray. So 0.6 of a second, 20-12. And Mr. Johnson has to get his shoe tied.
Enough time for a catch and shoot here if you're aware of the clock for West Frankfort.
Well, you don't want to do anything stupid and foul him. They did get a shot off, came up way short. That ends 1 quarter of play with a score. The Eldorado Eagles 20, the West Frankfort Redbirds 12. Back in 1 minute.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmine, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in Eldorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
A 20-12 lead, and they've got 4 players. They're just spreading the love in terms of scoring.
Yeah, not scared to shoot the basketball, especially from beyond the arc. There in that first quarter alone, they made 4 3-point shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 of 10 from beyond the arc there in the first quarter.
It'll be Eldorado basketball as we.
I'm sorry, I can't count.
Should be
Roger.
5.
5 of 10. Thank
There
you.
you go.
It's been a long day.
Oh no! Hey, we just got 2 more games left. Come on, we're in my prime. Bounce pass down in the corner. Phelps come back, lost control of it. Now down low to Bradley, over his head. Good save. Price fakes one out, spin move, loses control of the basketball, gives it to Bradley, 25 feet away. Now Price dead in the corner, short. Bradley with the rebound. He's going to put it up, and he's fouled.
And I have no idea how Boston Bradley got that offensive rebound. He was boxed out by 2 separate Redbirds. The rebound just went right to him, had good position, able to draw the foul, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
You know, sometimes that was an example. They just got a knack for knowing where that ball is or where it's going to hit or whatever your terminology is. Bradley makes them pay. He has 4 in the game. He's 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Takes his second one, 21-12. Second one is good. Eldorado by a dime, 22-12. We're 30 seconds into the second quarter. Here is Johnson. There's a half-court 1-2-1 trap. Still in the backcourt, getting the offensive end, dribbles through the trap, takes it all the way. We're going to get a double dribble call as he split 2 defenders and picked the ball up, I guess.
West Frankfort just continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Now 4 turnovers in this first half, and Eldorado building now a 10-point lead.
Price with it on the far side. Gives to Phelps, down low. come inside, back out to Price. He's going to drive and wide open. He took that ball from the right wing, took it all the way to the basket, and nobody even moved a foot to try and stop him. Eldorado by a dozen. Here's a three-point shot put up, is short by Tyson. And the Eagles work their way down the court. Here is Price. They got Woolcott posted and didn't give it to him. On the far side, Woolcott comes out. Jake Phelps fakes the three, stops and pops from 12. It's long, and West Frankfort will clear. Quickly the offensive end. Here is King. He drives into a double team, and he is going to be fouled. Looked like Boston Bradley looked disgruntled.
Eldorado foul, 34, Parker Price, his second.
Okay, maybe that's why he's disgruntled.
Second for the Redbirds, 0, D.T. Thomas.
Andrew Murray back in the ball game for Eldorado. Price picked up his second personal. I imagine he'll be drawing a little pine time, perhaps the rest of the half. 6:33 remains, 24-12. Eldorado, Parker's Price, the big gun with 2 fouls as King knocks it down a little left-hander inside, gets his second field goal. Back to a 10-point lead for Eldorado, 24-14. Driving on the left side, here is Murray, hesitation dribble in the corner. Phelps down low inside to Bradley, put it up, it's short, got his own rebound, loose ball on the floor, Johnson comes up with it. Redbirds trying to run, and Woolcott trying to get out of his way, tripped him. And that should be, what, the 5th team foul. Eldorado is in the bonus. Johnson works his way to across the top. Down they go to Buckingham. Down low, back door by Johnson. Nice pass. Johnson gets his first field goal, and it's an 8-point lead. 5:50 to go here in the first half. 24-16 Eldorado. Trying to drive is Josh Owen, dumps it off to Bradley. He can't handle it. And a scramble for the basketball, and they say Bradley hit it last as he and Johnson both went after it.
So West Frankfort, really, Roger, in a game like this, they're going to try to use defensive pressure to force Eldorado into mistakes, turn the ball over, shoot bad shots. They did the same thing earlier when they played Carmi back at the Duke Coin Tip-Off Classic, and trying to stay in the game by doing that right now, down by 8.
Out front with it. Now they go to the left side to Johnson. Coming around the screen is Buckingham. High post. Out to Tyson, and he buries the three. Good ball movement that time. Second three for Tyson, and that cuts the 12-point lead to 5. So, what is that, a 7-0 run by West Frankfort? Throw away the records. It doesn't mean anything. There's a back door inside to Boston Bradley, and an errant pass, but he manages to run it down. Phelps comes with it to Owens. Still pressure. He sees an opening. He takes it all the way to the hole. Josh Owens gets his 7th and 8th point. The lead is back to 7. That stops a 7-0 run by the Redbirds.
The Eagles were trying to do a little bit too much offensively with the passes. That time Owens took it himself in the easy layup.
High post to King. He turns right around and throws it to Owens, who's going to go the length of the court, and he missed the layup. And coming down, Murray tried to grab the rebound and slipped out of his fingers. Parker Price checks back in place of Murray. 26-19, a 7-point lead by the Eagles of Eldorado, as they are the number 5 seed in this tournament. Johnson, that didn't look right. No call. Down in the corner, 3-point shot launched, in and out, will not drop, and it's cleared by Price. Pushing it down the court. In the corner here, they're going to take it to the hole, shot up, no good by Eldorado, and we get a whistle and a foul. As Josh Owen being a little bit more active now, he will go to the line and shoot 2. Eldorado 3 of 3 from the line, and West Frankfort 2 of 2. That is the 8th foul, as Owen's free throw is rims around and around and falls askew.
Well, Roger, Josh Owens, one of the players that Eldorado didn't have earlier in this season there when they played in that Vienna tournament, and they got off to the 1-3 start, but you can tell he makes a big difference when he's in the lineup.
Well, he's got 9 points. Lead is back to 8, 27-19. Eldorado a half court, 1-2-2. Get the ball inside to King. He's going to take it to the hole, put it up. No, got his own rebound. Good hustle there by Preston King, he's only 6 foot, doesn't even quite look that tall. And West Frankfort does a little 2-2-1, half court. Now Phelps. Down the corner they go with it. Here's a long three-pointer off the rim, no good. Cleared by West Frankfort. Birds trying to fly down the court. And it is great save, ticked out of bounds. They said nope. Stepping on the line was Josh Owens. Good hustle by Owens to get down the court and slow down that fast break.
Well, if you're West Frankfort, you got 3:42 to play in the second quarter. Down by 6, a chance to make this a game before we go to halftime.
30-second timeout charge to the Eagles. We'll be back right after this.
Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi has over 500 eyeglass frames to choose from in stock. Also, a large selection of designer sunglass, non-prescription or prescription. Taylor Eye Care treats every patient like a member of their family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Call Taylor Eye Care at 618-382-4683 for your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
Yeah, it was 24-12 at one point, and the Redbirds have made it a game again. That defensive pressure forcing Eldorado into some tough spots, but when the Eagles slow things down and trying to get good looks offensively, they do a good job, but almost a few too many of those quick three-point shots they're chucking up.
West Frankfort to inbound it underneath their own goal, telling everybody where to go. Looks and looks and looks and looks. Ooh, and finally got it out to Johnson near midcourt. With it, they go on the left side. Here is Tyson. Now Buckingham, now Johnson, inside, fakes left, goes right. Johnson looks down low, inside, no look pass, shot up, and it's short. And that was just a good high-low offense, and they could not get it to drop. Ran it to perfection, but just couldn't finish. Here is Price. Drives down on the left side, gives to Phelps. Fired across to Owens. Back down the corner, inside to Bradley. Can't get it to drop, put it up short. And Johnson on the run. Lead pass deflected out of bounds, stolen by Eldorado. Loose ball, I've got it. Frankfort has it. Put it up, it's too hard. Got two bodies on the floor and still battling in there. I was trying to see. That was Melvin that got the basket, wasn't
24 Melvin who scored.
27-23. Frankfort won't go away. On the left side, Parker Price all the way to the hole, lays it up and one.
And again, Eldorado, they do best when they're trying to drive inside. Nothing's there. Kick it out. That time Price took it by himself. You get him going with his left hand. Obviously, he's a lefty. You get him going to the basket with the left hand. There's not many things you do to stop him.
Hey, you know what's amazed me? Twice he has had an open road. You could drove a truck through there. Now, Joey Lane said that's one of the benefits of being left-handed.
Yeah.
So, free throw by Price is good. Price with 10. And the lead is back to 7, 30-23. Eldorado on top of West Frankfort.
Eagles 5 of 6 from the free throw line in this first half, and a travel call
on Johnson. That was one of those. It just didn't look right. And Ricky Williams was right on it. Preston King back in the ball game.
Yeah, and 6 West Frankfort turnovers in a 7-point game. Again, you're hurting yourself way too much if you're trying to compete against a good Eldorado team.
No question about it. Here's Phelps, top of the key. Works the right side of the court. Now they're going to bring it back the other way. Here is Price. Left side driving. Here is Owens in traffic. Cannot go. Ball is tipped around. And who did they? West Frankfort.
They threw it off the leg of Price. What it looked like.
The leg of Price. You know, one thing I've noticed, they really don't play to their big man. They really don't play to Bradley.
And you would think they would. Obviously, the height advantage they have. Bradley being 6'5", but you're right. It's been a lot of, again, trying to drive inside and kick it out, but again, not like Hamilton County going through their big man.
Here is King outside to Johnson. Johnson out of Melvin, inside. Couldn't believe how open he was. He tries to go up with it, and he is going to draw the foul. And that is Jack Hogg. And he will go to the line and shoot 2.
That foul call went against Anderson Wolcott for Eldorado. That's his second foul, the 6th Eagle foul.
And first free throw is good. Murray checks back in as Wolcott steps out. Wolcott has not scored in the ball game yet. Second free throw, he gets that one. 30-25, Eldorado by a nickel. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Winner moves to the championship. Loser goes to the left side of the bracket. On the far side, here is Owens. Looking, they got Parker coming around a double screen. Goes to the elbow, nobody there. Now Murray. Out front, they kick it to Owens. In the corner, Jake Phelps. Off the rim, no good. Rebound inside, too strong. Battling for the rebound, and Johnson comes up with it. We're going to get a hooking foul on Boston Bradley. As Johnson took off, Bradley couldn't get out of his way, caught him with a knee.
And again, Roger, when you run the kind of offense that Eldorado wants to run, driving in, kicking out, open threes, you're going to get good looks. And that time Phelps was open. It was a good look, just couldn't get it to go. And
Johnson will shoot the 1-and-1. Ninth. I'm sorry.
Redbirds 4-4 from the free throw line. A really good chance to get yourself back in the game if you can hit these shots.
1-and-1. It's up and back of the rim. Rebound fought for and pulled down by Owens. 90 seconds to go. Eldorado with a basketball and a 5-point lead at 30-25. Here is Parker Price to the house.
And Price that time kind of lulled his guy to sleep. Then the quick move with the right hand that time. Left-handed bank shot up and good.
Price with 12. They get away from that half-court trap. Looks like just a basic 1-2-2 zone. As Johnson stands in the jump circle. 32-25, a 7-point lead for Eldorado. Will Frankfort play for the last shot? Will they hold the ball for a minute? Apparently looks like they're going to.
You might as well. Down by 7 in a game that you're not favored to win. I think you're okay if you're down by 7. Best scenario, you're down by 4 going into halftime.
And you come out, take a silly shot, and all of a sudden they hit a 3, now it's 10.
Yep.
So he's just going to
smart idea here by West Frankfort.
West Frankfort, we said, has struggled this year. They lost their last 4 in a row. And we're down to 30 seconds as Johnson just holds it. And they're going to put a little bit of pressure. Nope, now they're going to back off.
A little reminiscent of Doug Miller's days back in Gallatin County there, Roger.
Way back.
The old Galesburg.
Yes. You're not supposed to know that. I mean, some of these coaches know each other so well. They start to move with 10 seconds. Down low inside to King. Outside, 3-point shot is going to be long. Rebound pulled down by Bradley and Murray. They both had a hold of it, fighting for it. And that's called traveling when you do that and move.
And a big break now for West Frankfort. You get a second chance here with 2.6. Enough time for maybe 2 passes or 1 pass and a dribble and a shot.
Buckingham, they just try to throw the high lob in there, and it's not good. They try to get off a shot, and Josh Bradley thought he was fouled on that shot, and he's hollering at Brett Oxford. Brett says, no, I don't think so.
Josh better be careful.
Yeah, you can't afford anything like that.
You know, he might have a case. It looked like Owens got stripped when he was trying to shoot a half-court shot, which would have been the worst-case scenario for West Frankfort. But I think the Redbirds did catch a break there. But regardless, a 7-point Eldorado lead at half.
32-25. We'll figure up the stats, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production. Reach out to us to see how we can create something amazing together, all within your budget. Evil Eye Creative Studio. What can we create with you?
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects, electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
fouls, double dribbles, air balls. Unfortunately, all part of the game.
But with a great team behind you, you're right back in the game.
Sometimes life knocks you down, but State Farm agent Doug Raber and his team are there to make sure you get back up.
When something unfortunate happens, call me and get peace of mind you're working with a team committed to making sure your life goes right.
Call 618-445-2012. Find Doug Raber on Facebook and on the Square in Albion.
Stop in Silver Dollar Gaming every day December 26th through December 31st and enter to win $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 for guaranteed winners. Located in Carmi, Eldorado, Harrisburg, Heron, DuQuoin, Alany, Murfreesboro, Salem, and West City. Partnered with J&J Gaming and located only at Silver Dollar Gaming. Must be 21 years of age to enter.
Why? Well, if we have time. Huh? Barely. No, we're in commercial right now. All right, here we go at halftime. Once again, it's Eldorado 32, West Frankfort 25. As Eldorado outscored them by 8 in the first quarter, West Frankfort came back and outscored Eldorado by 1. Let's look at the scoring. First of all, Parker Price leads the way for the Eagles with 12. They've got 9 from Josh Owen, 6 from Jake Phelps, and 5 from Boston Bradley. For the West Frankfort Redbirds, they've got a bunch of players that scores. Eli Tyson and Preston King each have 6. They've got 5 from Cole Buckingham, and then 2 points from D.T. Thomas, Brady Melvin, Jack Hogg, and Mr. Johnson, who we've not figured out his first name yet. So 32-25. Cole's working on stats. Have you pretty well caught up?
Yeah, I've got them. Team stats-wise, they're in the first half. Let's see, Eldorado from 2-point range was 6 of 14. They were 5 of 14 from 3-point range. Missed their last 5 3-pointers. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds, and a pair of turnovers. For West Frankfort, they were 6 of 11 from 2-point range, 3 of 9 from 3-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, and 7 turnovers. And in a 7-point game, 2 turnovers for Eldorado and 7 for West Frankfort pretty much is the difference in this one so far.
Yeah, one of the things, you stress to your kids, every turnover is 4 points.
Yeah.
The 2 you didn't get, the 2 that you possibly gave up.
Yeah.
And so when you look at that kind of situation, but again, Eldorado's only had 4 players that scored, and Wilcott, one of the big kids at 6'3", has not scored yet, and Boston Bradley at 6'5", only 1 field goal.
Yeah, and you made the point during that first half, Roger, it didn't seem like Eldorado was trying to run their offense through Boston Bradley at all. But when you've got Parker Price and Josh Owens, that's okay.
Right.
Bradley is just another guy you can add in there that can get offensive rebounds like we saw him do there in the first half, and can draw fouls and get to the free throw line, which he did very well in that first half. But, if you're Eldorado, obviously you got a 7-point lead. Can't be too upset about things. Just got to keep doing what you're doing. But Price and Owens have been the lead horses offensively for the Eagles.
And Johnson City, or West Frankfort, trying to find themselves, so to speak. They're starting a couple of sophomores and 2 juniors, and so the only one with experience is Buckingham. But, once they find themselves next year, a little bit longer, get some more games under their belt, figure out what they need to do, I think you're going to see a difference.
Yeah, they're a young team, and they don't go very deep, unlike Eldorado, who's going to play 9 or 10 guys. But you're right, this is an Eldorado team that, again, returns a lot of starters from last year. West Frankfort has graduated guys really the past 3 seasons, so it's kind of a tale of 2 teams. But give credit to West Frankfort battling in, only down by 7 here at the break, in a game that they're not favored to win. And, again, one of those teams that have nothing to lose and just playing their hearts out so far in this first half.
Yeah, that's one of these situations, that we said Eldorado is the number 6 seed and West Frankfort struggling, but you tell your kids, hey, come in, we're just going to play hard, let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, down by 7, it's kind of the same case with Gallatin County in the last game.
Right.
No one's expecting you to win this game, see what you can do, and West Frankfort had their ups and downs. I mentioned the 7 turnovers, but did a lot of things right there in that first half, and we'll see. This third quarter is going to be big. You don't want to let Eldorado extend this lead to 15, 16, 17. Get it down within 5 and try to take a lead in this third quarter. put yourself in a good spot for the fourth quarter.
And the first 3 minutes of the third quarter is what's really important.
Yeah.
You're not going to make it all up in 2 trips down the floor. They've got to realize that. Just peck away, get back with 2 or 3, put yourself in position in the fourth quarter to win it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take another break and be right back.
Have what you need to make this New Year's Eve celebration one for the ages? If not, visit Smokin' Joe's Fireworks Store and let's blast our way into 2023. Buy one, get one free orange stickered items. Scan Joe's more than 80 big screens to preview your fireworks selections and get the big 500-gram cakes, plus the fun stuff for kids like sparklers and Roman candles, even assortment packs. Find Smokin' Joe's Fireworks on Facebook and at SmokinJoesFireworks.com. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6 and New Year's Eve. Call 270-389-0407. Get your boom boom for less.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor, Abby Mawson, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 618-842-4696. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Warm up with savings at your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
Hi, this is Jack Jordan. All of us at the Jordan Funeral Group hope you're enjoying the 50th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. While we always strive to win, we also recognize that loss is part of the game in basketball and in life. Count on our caring staff to help get through the toughest losses in life. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for resources to plan ahead for grief support and learn all about how we can help in your time of need. The Jordan Funeral Group, Campbell and Sendabag Funeral Homes, family owned and operated since 1954.
Chance to check it out here across the way. They've done a lot of remodeling over with some trophy cases, new bathrooms over there. It looks fantastic. And of course, the bathrooms, man, you can fit 30 people in there now compared to the 7 you can fit in the old ones. But they're continuing to remodel this place when they get the chance, and it really looks great for, of course, a huge tournament. 1,000 people come in here this week.
Well, you know, we had the seating meeting. Greg Goodley, the athletic director here, was talking about all the dollars that had been spent, a new weight room and all that. And he said, going back, he said, when Greg Goodley, when he played here at Eldorado, of course, he played for Joe Hossman.
Yep.
He said our weight room was about the size of a closet. Now, I didn't get to see it, but I guess they've got a pretty good size weight room. They talked about in the locker rooms, they have clocks set up so the coaches will know how much time is left to come out on the floor. And they spent $1 or $2.
Yeah, and again, it looks great, and it's really cool, obviously, with the name Duff Kingston, a lot of those 70s, the trophies, of course, a couple of state finishes for the Eagles. I'm a history guy, so it's really cool to go through, and no matter if it's Carmi, Eldorado, Everett County, Harrisburg, whoever it is, but just to kind of see some old history with some athletic stuff is pretty neat.
Yeah, and, you know, the sad part about it is they just know it's a name. You know, who is Duff, who is Kingston. Goes back Mike Duff, Kevin Kingston, that, you know, were killed in that, both played basketball at the University of Evansville when that tragic plane crash, when was it, 77?
77, yeah. Back on the 13th, it was the 45th anniversary this year.
And I'm thinking if you could have seen Mike Duff play. I mean, he was just he was ahead. Well, he was 6'7", and he was just a shade better than.
Yeah, and I've
about
heard a
anybody
lot. I've seen a lot of documentaries and stuff. And he could have been an NBA player, and
I
for
think
that
he could have.
to be from Eldorado. That's pretty impressive. But and again, but you're right. There's a lot more than just to the name of Duff and Kingston. But again, everything in total, which is why this tournament is so successful and just such a great time, and just a great place to be here after Christmas.
And what better way to spend post-Christmas?
Absolutely.
Than 3 days. And thank to all of our fans, our watchers, and our listeners to put up with us for 26 games.
It's fun.
Yeah, I don't know how good a job we're doing, but nobody has any more fun.
That's right.
So we start this third quarter, and West Frankfort with the basketball. They haven't started the clock yet.
Gotta get the clock. Man, a lot of clock issues today.
Yeah.
And they have no idea
Nobody
either.
has seen it. Oop. Okay.
Now they go.
Now they got it to 7:58. Now they need to reset it. Or will they reset it? They need to. We don't want to worry about 2 seconds. We saw that happen this morning.
That was a big deal the first game today.
Oh, my. So, anyway, West Frankfort now with the basketball. They come up high with it to Buckingham. On the right wing is Tyson. Swing it left side. There is a steal. And here is Josh Owen as he ticks it off the window. Owen in double digits with 11. And the lead is back to 9 at 34-25. Trying to penetrate is King. Not a lot of success. On the right side. West Frankfort now comes back on the left. Here is Thomas. Thomas with the basketball, swing it high right. Looking for something. King comes out. He's going to drive in among the trees, and he's fouled. Preston King, not afraid to take it to the hole, only 6 feet. And he must be standing on a brick when they measured him. He doesn't quite look at 6 feet, but he will go to the line, and he will shoot 2.
And he hit the first one. Neither team shot many free throws there in the first half.
No.
Just 6 for Eldorado and 5 for the Redbirds. They are now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe.
And the southpaw, that one is long, and Owens goes high for the clear. Outlet pass. Here they come down with it on the left wing. Price now to Phelps. Jake Phelps, just a sophomore. Out front, Price works down the right side, stops, kicks it out. Owens. Drive, Phelps going to drive the baseline, take it all the way to the hole and put it up and in.
And again, Eldorado is best offensively when they get the ball moving, drive it inside, and a good job that time by Phelps going baseline, using the backboard, and hitting the shot.
Lead is back to 10, 36-26. On the far side. Now they come here on the near side with it is Melvin. Swing in the corner, long 3 off the iron, and Boston Bradley will clear. Outlet pass to Phelps. Now gives to Owen. Price has it on the left wing, trying to post Bradley up. Doesn't work. Now to Phelps. Jake Phelps with the basketball. As Eldorado is going to get reset. Now Bradley. Left side they go to Price. He has the screen. He's going to take a little step back. Goes off the rim and hauled down by Buckingham. Quickly, here is King. Eldorado now back in a man. They've kind of mixed it up just a little bit. They're keeping a close eye on Buckingham. Now, just get a lot of movement. All they're doing, Buckingham again comes out with it high to Melvin. Melvin back on the left side to Tyson. Drives in the traffic, puts it up from 15 and hit it.
Nice job by Tyson there, pulling up from the free throw line. Good looking form on his jump shot.
36-28.
Yep, Edwards back within 8.
5:28 to go here in the quarter. Here's Bradley, tries to drive the baseline. Nothing there, gives it to Price. He's in traffic and up and in and count it. Talk about kind of playing with reckless abandon. Price just drove in the middle of the guys and said, "What's this?"
And he's so smooth with the basketball when he gets towards the basket, as far as moving it around his way up, drawing contact and not losing the ball. Did all that right there. Drew the contact, hit the foul. Let's see.
14 in the game.
14 points.
15. So the lead is back to 11. 39-28, half-court trap. West Frankfort's going to beat it, drive down in the corner. Popping out is Buckingham. He's going to fire from 15, spins in and out. Boston Bradley clears for the Eagles. Phelps will push it up the court as West Frankfort gone man now. With the basketball is Price. They set a double screen in the corner. Here is Josh Owens, lays it up, finger roll, got it. Owens with 13.
Eagles 4 of 4 from 2-point range in this third quarter.
They've opened up to a baker's dozen, 41-28. Now Tyson works around the perimeter, gives to Buckingham on the far side. Down low they go inside to Thomas. Swing it left side. Inside they come with it. Shot put up, will not go by Melvin. Cleared by the Eldorado Eagles. Here is Parker Price. Off the glass, it will go. Bradley with the stick back, and it won't go. And Buckingham comes down with the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Bradley.
He made the point there at halftime, Roger, that West Frankfort needed to go on a run here to start the third quarter, and they haven't done that. Then in the opposite, letting Eldorado extend this lead now to a 13-point advantage. They've got to get a couple of stops, couple of baskets, get back in the ball game.
It all goes back to the rebounding. Here's to Price, throws it in and gets it right back. Looks inside for Bradley, nothing there. Woolcott comes. Price is left open for three, just a short off the rim, and here is Bradley. And they're going to get Boston Bradley for going over the back. A good check out there by Jack Hogg. And Bradley went over the back. That's 3 on Bradley. No.
Just a second.
2 on Bradley. 41-28, just a shade under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. West Frankfort with the basketball, trying to make something happen. Here is Tyson. Pops out high to Hogg. Now they come to Melvin. Still looking, sending some cutters. Johnson has it, just left of the circle. Buckingham wanted to shoot, tries to go inside, ball knocked away. Picked up and dribbled out of bounds, went off the foot of Bradley. Andrew Murray checks in for the Eldorado Eagles.
Yeah, West Frankfort just seems a little bit lost offensively, just trying to do too much and just not on the same page on the offensive end.
West Frankfort with the basketball will bring it out and try and reload the gun. Johnson will run the show. Far right side. They go high-low. Good coverage by the Eagles. Now Johnson down low inside to Hogg. He tries to put it up in traffic. Good strong move by Jack Hogg. Gets his first field goal. He has 4 in the game. And it's 41-30.
Just the second made field goal for the Redbirds here in the second half.
Down on the far side, nice bounce pass from Murray to Bradley. Bradley only his second field goal. 43-30, 13-point Eldorado lead. As Johnson and Taylor, or Tyson rather, play catch. Rebound Bradley. Out. Rebounding, here comes Parker Price down in the corner. He's cut off, now Jake Phelps. On the left side, he's going to try and drive, leave it for Bradley just outside the arc. He's going to try and drive. Has it stripped by Johnson. And Johnson almost lost it, picked it up. Sees an opening, he takes it all the way and gets it to go. So Johnson, Mr. Johnson, I guess, we never found out his first.
Travion, just heard. Travion Johnson is his name.
Travion, okay.
Again, he's not in the roster, so we apologize for those Redbird fans at home, but Travion Johnson, number 1.
There is a steal by Hogg. He's going down, being chased by Phelps. Phelps slows him down and end up knocked the ball away, and Hogg is called for traveling.
I think both teams getting a little bit sloppy here in the past couple of minutes of this third quarter. It's mainly the defensive pressure for both sides, but neither team having a great time taking care of the ball.
1:56 remains here in the third quarter. It is Eldorado 43, West Frankfort 32. Price comes to Phelps with it on the right side. Has a screen. Back to Phelps. They go down inside to Bradley, and we're going to get a pushing foul underneath. And that's going to be on Jack Hogg. And it'll be Eldorado basketball underneath their own goal. To our right and the right side of the goal. Price, 2 inbounded. Looks and goes deep to Murray, top of the key. They park Price out in the corner. Good bounce pass inside to Josh Owens. Wow, what a pass.
Yeah. Fantastic pass from Parker Price. Left-handed bounce pass around the defender. And good job by Owens to finish.
Down low they go to Hogg, out front to Johnson. Here is Buckingham. Three won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Touched last by Eldorado. Wolcott checks back in. Bradley comes out. So West Frankfort basketball to our left, the right of the goal. They trail by 13. There's a minute 19 left here in the third quarter. Inside, shot put up by King, rolls off the rim, and a good box out there by Jack Hogg. And as a result, Josh Owens went over his back. West Frankfort doing a little bit better boxing out here.
Absolutely, yep. You know, on my stats, and these are unofficial, of course, but I only have one offensive rebound for Eldorado here in the second half.
Wow.
They had 6 in the first half.
Number 33, Grayson Grathler in the ball game for Eldorado. Grathler is a 6'1 freshman.
Yeah, because that was the third foul on Owens, so he'll come out. So him and Bradley both on the bench.
We'll see how they change. Go inside to Preston King. Loose ball on the floor. They dive. There's bodies. And we have a jump ball as Jake Phelps and Jack Hoggs.
The arrow favoring Eldorado.
45-32. Eldorado by 13. We've got a minute 12 left here in the third quarter. And bringing it up is Parker Price. They try to steal it. We're going to get a reach-in foul against West Frankfort. Number 12, Preston King. And so Price will inbound it at midcourt away from us. And we'll look, and they pop it out to Murray, and he'll get it right back. 1 minute left here in the third. Here is Price in traffic. Jump stop, and it won't go. And pulled down by Cole Buckingham. Quickly up into the offensive end. In the corner is Tyson. Buckingham wide open for three. It will not go. Rebound kicked around, picked up by Johnson. Travion Johnson. Now leaves it for Tyson. Back to Johnson. 38 seconds. In the corner, trying to drive, and a traveling call against Eli Tyson. That was a shame because he had a wide open goal.
It was a good drive on the dribble, but before he dribbled, he took 2 steps and
but he
traveling
didn't.
violation.
He didn't mean to.
He didn't mean to, Roger. I think we should reconsider the violation.
Right. Get out the tape. We'll review it. Here comes Eldorado. Price, no look pass inside, intended for.
He was going for.
Who was that? 13.
Yeah, Murray.
Yeah. Missed it. So they'll play for one shot, I guess. 15 seconds to go. Price with the basketball. We'll leave it to Jake Phelps. Jake with the basketball. Now Murray. Now Price. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Here is Price. He's going to drive, going to have to hurry. Fade away. Missed it. And that ends 3 quarters of play with a score. The Eldorado Eagles 45. The West Frankfort Redbirds 32. Back in 1 minute.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now. Whether you need to move grain or other agricultural products, you just feel more confident counting on a family-owned transportation company. And with SGI Transportation, customers are part of that family. We understand the weight of your work, feeding the world. The reliable, dedicated drivers at SGI Transportation keep your product and operation moving at all hours. Because when family has a need, SGI Transportation answers that call. Find SGI Transportation on Facebook or call 618-968-2471. SGI Transportation, the most trusted name in trucking.
All three breaks, Eldorado kind of opened up a little room there as they outscored the Redbirds 13-7. So 8 minutes left, and West Frankfort's got to make up 13 points.
And they've had spurts and they've had moments where they've looked pretty good, but in that third quarter was their chance to get back in the game. But I have a hard time believing that they'll be able to get this deficit down into striking it with the way Eldorado has played.
Eldorado gone to that 2-3 zone right now. They throw it was going to be a backdoor lob, and the pass was too high.
Great catch by the cheerleader, though, there in the front row.
I mean, she used both hands, didn't fumble. As West Frankfort putting on a little pressure. Phelps will bring it up the court, give it on the right side. Here is Price. High post Owens, left side, Wilcott. Price lost control of it. Now comes with it to Owens. And ball is stolen, knocked away by Johnson. Here he goes, the length of the court, lays it up and count it. Dravion Johnson took it all the way to the hole, got the hoop and the harm.
It's a good job by Johnson when he got ahead of the pack to go up strong to the basket. Normally when you see players going a million miles an hour towards the rim off a steal, they throw up a bad shot, but that foul was calling Owens, and that's his fourth. So, if you're West Frankfort, Eldorado's leading scorer now on the bench, so a chance to do something.
Johnson's free throw is up and rattles around. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Phelps of Eldorado. Outlet pass to Parker Price. Price bounce pass to Phelps. Phelps trying to make something happen. Down low they go to Bradley, down deep in the corner. He is trapped, takes one dribble, gives it to Phelps. And tucking under his arm is Price. Now they go to Wilcott right in front of Coach Josh Bradley. Inside to Bradley. He's going to put it up and got it and fouled. They got a mismatch there on a switch as Johnson trying to go against 6'5 Bradley to no avail. So Bradley with 9 in the game. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. A very quiet 9 points.
And Bradley got behind Johnson, and not much that Johnson could do with the height advantage in favor of Bradley.
Free throw is long. Redbirds quickly down the court. Here's Travion Johnson. Shovel pass to King. He can't handle it. Ball knocked away by Bradley, and it's picked up by Wilcott. 47-34. West Frankfort coach puts his head in his hands. And that's going to be a double dribble. Jake Phelps looks over at Coach Josh Bradley, drops his head, and he's kind of like, Coach, I didn't mean to. So what do we got? Timeout charge to West Frankfort. 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Southeastern Illinois College is teaming up with Farrell Hospital again to bring you the world-famous Howl at the Moon dueling pianos on Saturday, February 11th. Tickets are $35 per person, $60 per couple, $250 per table. Visit bidpal.net/concert 2023 for tickets. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. with an Italian dinner buffet by Chef Michael until 7. Photos by Epic Snap Photo, Balloon Pop, Silent Auction, and the show starts at 7. Join SIC and Farrell Hospital for a night of dancing, music, and fun with Dueling Pianos Concert for a cause.
For a 13-point Eldorado lead, we've got 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in this one. Eldorado was led from the jump goal. They led by 8 at the quarter, 7 at the half, and 13 going into this quarter. And thus far they have played even. No look pass over to Buckingham. He's going to jack a 3 and hit it. Cole Buckingham, that's his first point since the opening quarter.
Redbirds
12th, another 3-point shot by Johnson City. Off the boards, run down by Johnson. No look pass intended inside for Melvin, slapped out of bounds by Bradley.
And a quick shot by West Frankfort on the other end. Tyson had a good look, and it would have been nice to go in, but again, you don't necessarily want to rush a shot early on.
Here's Melvin, top of the key. Travion Johnson into Preston King. Right side. Looking, one dribble, inside, good, no look pass, and dropped down by Melvin.
That's a nice little touch pass there from King to Melvin, who was cutting back door. And again, Redbirds back within 10, going to get a couple of stops here.
Showing a half court, 2-2-1. Price gets it way down in the corner, almost threw it away. Bradley comes up with it, and we're going to get a foul on Travion Johnson as he was trying to get that pass intended for Jake Phelps. So it'll be Eldorado basketball right in front of the scorer's bench. Parker Price will be the triggerman. We're going to run Murray across the baseline, run Phelps high, and give it to him. 5:28 to go, a 10-point Eldorado lead at 49-39.
If you're the Eagles, might as well take as much clock as you can in this fourth quarter with a 10-point lead.
Well, 6 fouls have been committed by West Frankfort, so the next one will put Eldorado at the line. So you want to be careful. Here is Phelps trying to drive all the way around. He got around Johnson, took it all the way to the hole. Jake Phelps in double digits with 10. The lead is back to 12, 51-39. Here is Buckingham trying to drive. Can't find anything. And there is a steal by Price. Off the window. Parker Price now with 19. West Frankfort wants a timeout as they were back with an 8, and all of a sudden it's a 14-point game at 53-39. 60-second timeout. Be right back.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
Of a 53-39 basketball game. And it'll be the Redbirds heading to our left to try and close the gap. What Eldorado has led from the tip-off. As Eldorado now shows little zone defense. Give it inside. Outside Buckingham. Top of the key is Preston King. Coming around the screen, trying to make some headway. Nothing there. Back out front to Johnson. He sees an opening, drives in traffic. Nope, Buckingham going to fire a three and bury it. Cole Buckingham with his third three of the ball game. 53-42, 4:18 left. Jake Phelps guarded there by Johnson. Trying to trap Parker, gives it back to Phelps. Far side, Murray. And almost lost. Phelps keeps control of it, gives to Price on the right side. There he goes. He's got a, wow, wide open. I believe I could have drove that one.
Not many times this guy can't finish going to the basket. Really talented finisher.
55-42, down low. The Redbirds go with it, swing it back out Buckingham. On the far side, here's a three put up. That's going to be an air ball. And trying to be saved, trying to throw it off somebody's foot, went right in the hands of Travion Johnson. As picked up, now Buckingham will fire from 18 on the left side. That one's too hard, and King tries to tip it, didn't do it, but got it to go the second time. So Preston King with the tip in, and right away West Frankfort called another timeout. This was just to stop the clock, is trying to get something organized. So a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here, 55-45. So, you know, you got to stop and think. You know, a lot of times you call a timeout to stop the clock, then you want to try and foul, but you don't want to put Eldorado on the line because it'll be next foul will do so.
Yeah, you got to go for steals here because if you start fouling, Eldorado has shot really well from the free throw line of what they've had the free throw line tonight. My count, just 6 of 7 from the charity stripe.
That's what I have.
And so, again, you got to go for a steal. Trying to get that defensive pressure up in their face with that half-court trap, which they've done pretty well at times tonight. But again, West Frankfort's had too many opportunities missed, and Eldorado has just been too tough offensively.
And the board work has been the big difference in the ball game. Frankfort's done a little bit better job this half. Well, the first half they got very few rebounds.
Yeah, Eldorado had 6 offensive boards there in that first half, just 3 here in the second half. So you're right, a better job boxing out there for the Redbirds.
Full court pressure by West Frankfort. It's going to be straight one-on-one. It's going to be Phelps against Johnson. Phelps still in the backcourt, gives to Parker Price. Josh Owens back in the ball game now, playing with 4. Murray down low inside to Bradley, puts it up and one. Boston Bradley.
And there's not many ways to defend that right there, Roger.
Nope. That's just brute strength.
Yep.
And the lead goes back to 13. 3:18 left in this one. And Bradley at the free throw line. He is 3 of 4 on this evening. And has 12 points as he goes 4 of 5. You know, he's done a good job, 12 points, and they really haven't played to him. His buckets have been garbage.
And again, exactly, he does a good job of cleaning up the trash, I guess you could say, grabbing the offensive rebounds, going back up and drawing fouls is really what he does best.
Eldorado showing a 1-2-2 half-court trap, trying to break it, and they do. Frankfort up into the front court. Melvin throws up a leaner, will not drop. Buckingham comes down with the rebound deep in the corner in front of the Redbird bench. 3 minutes left in this one, 58-44. Travion Johnson inside to Preston King. Shot brick. Rebound Murray. What will Eldorado do now? A 14-point lead, 2:45 left. Frankfort tried to trap. Gives to Owen high on the left side. Back to Phelps. He's given directions. Wants to keep it out of the corner. And relieve pressure. The ball.
That doesn't look right.
That's for the old timers listening. That was a Dick Lear call. It just didn't look right. So the turnover gives the basketball back to West Frankfort. 58-44. 2:25 left in this one. Ball deflected away. Another West Frankfort turnover. Here comes Owen on the move. Far side to Murray. Now Phelps comes back out to Price, and I think Coach Bradley says let's let some air out of it. Owens gives it to Bradley. He's going to try and drive, put it up, and count it, and he's fouled.
And again, how do you defend that?
Wow. I don't think that's what Coach Bradley wanted to do, but if your son takes it and gets 3 out of it, you say, hey, nice play. I called that.
Yeah, especially when, as you said, you want to kill some clock and not necessarily looking for a shot, but good job going right to the rim, finishing through contact.
Free throw is short. Lead now by Eldorado is 16. We're going to get a double dribble call against Preston King. And I think this is Eldorado's largest lead at 16.
Yeah, well, and Roger, West Frankfort's done a better job at boxing out and getting rebounds this half, but they have not done a better job at taking care of the ball. 7 first-half turnovers, now 9 turnovers here in the second half. And that's your difference.
Yeah, it gives the other team 16 more opportunities to score. Here's Parker Price. He said, and he goes up with it, and he's going to be fouled. When your best player feels it, you let him go.
Yeah, and I kind of like this decision by Eldorado, not necessarily trying to kill some clock and kind of drag this game out. They're attacking, trying to build this lead, drawing fouls, and why not?
Price with 21. 2 of 2 from the line. Won't go. Hits on the front of the rim and then skitters askew. So Price will have one more. He has 21 in the ball game. 22 as he hits the back half. 17-point lead, 61-44. As Eldorado is going to advance to the right side of the bracket. And they will draw the winner of, a shot goes up, blocked by Price. Baseball pass intercepted by Johnson the length of the court, and here we go the other way. A little noon hour basketball. Johnson coast to coast, puts it up. That is blocked by Wilcott, and Phelps comes down with it ahead to Price. 1:15 to go. Eldorado with the basketball and a 17-point lead. Out front to Owens. Right side to Murray. Fires it over to Price. 1 minute left. Eldorado with the basketball trying to drive. Shot put up and in. Josh Owens. He has 17 in the ball game. First basket here in the fourth quarter. 63-45. Another turnover by West Frankfort. Lead pass to Price off the window, and he missed it, but right there to tip it in was Josh Owens. Good hustle down the floor. You can't always assume that lead guy is going to make that shot. Good hustle by Owens, and he reaped the benefits of getting an extra bucket.
And all of a sudden, Roger, Eldorado up by 21.
Buckingham tries to get it out on the left side to Johnson. Buckingham from the free throw line, got it. Cole Buckingham, 13 in the game, and it's a 65-46, and Eldorado is going to walk it down. And as the old boy said, that's all she wrote, Dear John, as Eldorado will advance with a 65-46 win over Eldorado. The Eagles will play tomorrow night at 8:30 as they will play the winner of this next game, Carmi-Edwards County, or Carmi-Hardin County. So the final score, 65-46. Give us a minute, we'll be right back.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself with all your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
All right, 65-46 is your final. Eldorado with a win. We'll play tomorrow night at 8:30. And West Frankfort will play tomorrow morning at 11:30, the winners and losers of this game. Look at the scoring for Eldorado. They were led by Parker Price with 22, Josh Owens with 19, 10 from Jake Phelps, and 14 from Boston Bradley. Only 4 players scored, all in double figures. For the West Frankfort Redbirds, Cole Buckingham led the way with 13. They got 9 from Preston King, 8 from Eli Tyson. Trebion Johnson with 6, 4 each from Brady Melvin and Jack Hogg, and 2 points from D.T. Thomas. 65-46. You got some stuff?
Yeah, they're in the second half from the field. Eldorado shot 15 of 22. They were 0 of 2 from downtown, so 15 of 20 from two-point range. 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 11 total rebounds, 2 of those offensive, and only 5 turnovers for West Frankfort. They shot 10 of 24 from the field, including 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 10 turnovers, which really was the big difference. And another one of those games where the score, I don't really think, showed how close this game was. It was about a 7-point game there in the third quarter, but give credit to Eldorado scoring some baskets late to extend that lead and get a big win. And it could be a big matchup between them and Carmi tomorrow night at 8:30.
No question about that. Again, controlling the boards and taking care of the basketball is the key as Eldorado wins at 65-46. All right, I want to step out and I want to turn my headset over to Mr. Travis Black, so Travis and Cole will take the next 2 games. They'll take you home. So I'll be back sometime tomorrow if I can.
If you can make it here.
If I can make it here. All right, good working with you, Cole. We'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We come back and get ready for Carmi and Hardin County right here on 97.3